way I like it. I'm kicking him out. Stat, sweetie, he's got to go. And rich food is no. Hey, I'm Keke Palmer and I'm playing Vibe Check with Cosmo UK. Oh man, it's just to keep rolling with the punches, lean in. I mean, I think sometimes when things go left, you want to run the other way to try to go back to where you were trying to make things happen. But it's best to try to lean into the pivot, you know, change and figure out how to keep going forward. Don't go back. Oh my gosh, one of my funniest on-set memories, well, obviously I love the scene when me and her are doing the payday loan because we were just like having too much fun in there, all just, you know, improvising and laughing, taking us out of the scene. But then another one that's not necessarily on screen was just like the filming of us outside of Church's Chicken because we were so hungry and then we forgot that we had to eat in the scene. So at that point we were like, no more chicken, please, like just no. Honestly, I feel like the thing that people would be surprised the most about would also be the thing that's the most obvious is that she's super, super vulnerable, very honest with, you know, just kind of all of her quirks and how she feels at any moment. She will tell you the whole truth and nothing but the truth in there. And so, yeah, I think she says that in her music though. She's very honest and open, but I think, you know, you might not think it's that way in person, but she's exactly how she describes in her songs. Oh my gosh, I love Issa. I got to work with her the first time when I did Insecure. I literally tweeted out that I wanted to be on the show, and then she so graciously put me in there, unfortunately as Condoleezza's sister, but that's a whole nother story. And then when we got to do this together, it was exciting because I saw her as, I mean, I'll admit, on Insecure, I saw her as a producer as well, the way that she was working and seeing her on set, but it was definitely much more of an intimate situation when it came to One of Them Days because we were working on this project for like 5-6 years before we got to the point of actually sharing it with the world. And so working with her during the pre-production and development stages to actually getting on set with her, I got to see why she is who she is, and she's the kind of person that follows through. I feel like a lot of people don't understand that about the industry is that it's really about following through. Everything doesn't happen immediately, whether it's the role or a project or your career in totality. So it really says something when you can follow through, and she's one of those people. Out of the cast, who am I most likely to call for an emergency? Probably Mama Ruth. I just feel like she has the place for me to go. You know, obviously Vanessa Bell Calloway plays Mama Ruth in the movie, and I feel like I'm gonna call her and come sit on her couch. We're gonna sit in the house, watch TV, you know what I mean? Like, she just has the vibes that are needed when things go wrong. You know I'm calling Alyssa, period. Or I'm gonna call Jamil, played by Dwayne Perkins. I'm gonna call him too because even though he's not doing my hair, he's definitely know how to get the vibe started. So I feel like either Jamil or Alyssa. I don't know that I have pickup lines. I'm just very much so like, okay, I see you with the shoes. You know, I just kind of compliment in my way. So if I see a guy like, okay, curls, you know, or okay, jacket, whatever he's wearing, I might say a little something like that, you know, nice smile, love. You know, I just try to compliment, but unfortunately in a very auntie way. I think probably because I just know how tough it is. And I mean, you know, yeah, as a girl, we just want to get it right. You know, everybody want to be liked, everybody want things to go right, go their way, and you know, we just want to feel good. So I think for me, when I'm with other women, I mean, I know what it's like to be a woman, you know, the only woman somewhere or amongst other women, and so I just feel like it's good for us to make each other feel good because that's what we all want at the end of the day. No need to make it more than that. If my friend's having a tough day, first thing I'm gonna do is let's get up, let's get dressed up, let's go out and do something. You know, I feel that getting cute and glam always boosts your mood because when you look in the mirror, you're like, ooh, damn, you fine, girl. And so I would say that first, and then let's go out for drinks because liquor always saves the day. No, I do think we'll have some drinks at Tapa's Bar. Just get into a little night, you know what I mean? And just have fun with each other. Get into some tea and look fabulous while doing so. Conditioner treatment type of situation because especially going in and out of the wig, so I love my Cream of Nature moisturizing conditioner. Always got some good edge control type situation happening. What else? Foaming mousse when I want to get into my rod set. Gotta always have that on deck, and you know, a little bit of, you know, glue around these edges to make sure I can lay my wig down. If my best friend's man isn't paying the rent, he's leaving. I'm kicking him out. Stat, sweetie, he's got to go. Unless he can cook. If he can cook and he's making us breakfast, lunch, and dinner or doing the meal prepping, I'm fine. British food is not better than American food. Why'd you sit up there and lie like that? I will say that their national dish being butter chicken is fabulous. I do love a good butter chicken moment. But overall, the British food is no. So sorry. You know, I do love a baked beans moment. I'm not mad, but it's sometimes when I'm eating the food over there, they don't give me the seasoning unless I'm going to a nice little Lebanese spot, you know what I'm saying? Then we're gonna get into it. You know, I used to love Lady Sovereign when I was a youngin'. You remember that way back? I'm the new thing. What did she say? What was Lady Soverein's jam? Somebody get me on there. Y'all remember? Anyway. Oh! I thought I had it, but y'all know her. Lady Sovereign was back when I was a teen, and she came out and she was giving us a little rap. She was kind of giving us like female Eminem vibes. I was rocking with it. Oh my gosh, when I was little, I used to always sing Be a Lion from The Wiz. Whenever my mom had me sing for somebody, it was always be a lion in your own way. And so I was just always going to some type of, I'm realizing as I get older and older, I really truly am a musical theater person at heart because everything I go to and lean into is musical theater. I just live. My favorite accent or impression to do in general. I mean, I just always love doing the Angela Bassett. Angela Bassett's always fun. You know, I've been doing that since I was a kid. And honestly, I didn't even really know that I was doing impressions. I would just be, you know, kind of mocking people that I love and that I admire. And so it's you know, yeah, I guess that is an impression. But yeah, it's all out of love and admiration. On a Saturday night, I'm most likely to be in the gym or in the bed. One or the other, I'm gonna be, or if I'm not working, let's make sure we put that in the beginning. If I'm not working, I'm gonna be in the bed watching TV, you know, or gonna be like, you know, in a gym or something. Advice I would give to my younger self is just to keep going. Again, it's so hard to keep moving forward sometimes in life. You know, a lot of things happen, you experience things that stall you out or make you wanna stop. But if you can just remember to keep going, one foot in front of the other, then you'll be fine. And so that's what I would tell myself. No matter what happens, to keep rolling with the punches. And throw some out too. Yeah, you know, don't let anybody's perception of you be your perception of yourself. Kind of always being in the driver's seat of your own narrative. You know, because life happens and people try to tell your story for you. And so my mom always told me as a kid, never let other people's perception of you be your perception of yourself. That's a big one. And then, yeah, keep living. That's something my grandmother used to always say. My sister actually, L'Oreal Palmer, wrote a book called Keep Living based off of that same phrase, which is just to keep moving in life. And I know it's easier said than done because sometimes it's so easy to dissociate from ourselves. But if we can remember to stay engaged, we won't miss a beat. Pet peeves for me is mouth noises. Oh my gosh, just stop. I don't know why, and it's like, it's any kind of mouth noises because it makes me think about making out and kissing and I hate that. It gives me the heebie-jeebies. Ugh. Virgos are absolutely the best star sign, and I didn't make the rules, okay? I didn't make the rules. It's just the facts. We are beloved. What can we say? What can we do? Michael, Beyonce, need I say more? Saturn right now, but in the beginning it was broken clocks way back when. But yeah, I would say Saturn now. I mean, also, I love that's the way I like it, that's the way I like it. That gives you, because it's has an interpolation of one of my favorite Luther Vandross, If This World Were Mine, in there. So I live for that. I love that song since I first heard it in the wood back in the day. So I love that they put that little vibe in there. And then also a little bit of them, you know, it's like a mixture because I feel like That's the Way I Like It reminds me of Ooh, I Like It with the barge. So it has a lot of going on in there that I live for. Bye, thanks for watching.